Now to the residence of the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren. Section 144 imposed. What we are getting in, arrest any time, any moment. Hemant Soren's arrest by the Enforcement Directorate now imminent. We are expecting an arrest to be made any time now. The ED that questioned him over 6 straight hours, not happy with the line of questioning. Also, the sequence of events come at the back of dramatic events that took place over the last 48 hours, where at one point of time the ED did not know where Hemant Soren was, or at least the press could not find him. But having said that, where Hemant Soren comes into question, in all probability, word coming in that he will be arrested any time soon. Section 144 has been imposed around 100 meters of his house. The ED has been probing him in at least 3 cases linked to Benami properties, illegal mining. Having said that, the summon that was issued today was on land scam, where the ED is probing what they claim is a huge racket of illegal change of ownership of land by the mafia in Jharkhand. The ED claims, is what our source is telling us, that repeated questions that were asked of Hemant Soren, the answers to those questions have not been to the satisfaction of the ED. An arrest now imminent. This also pertains to PMLA Act, which would mean that the Chief Minister of Jharkhand would be in ED custody for the next 14 days. PMLA also will suggest that it would be a while before Hemant Soren will be released. But what we are getting in right now is that an arrest is imminent, viewers, any time now. Cutting across to Munish Pandey, who's joining us from the studio, Shreya Chatterjee, who's joining us from Ranchi, as well as Anupam, getting us the latest in terms of what could be the political fallout. Munish, you getting us the news. Your sources telling you it's any time now. Hemant Soren could be arrested by the ED any moment where the land scam case is concerned.
Absolutely, Preeti, and what I have been given to understand by my sources within Ranchi and in the ED headquarters in the national capital, that it's only formality left, and any time from now, on paper, he will be shown as arrest. This is what our sources are telling us at this point of time. Now, as far as the questioning was concerned, remember, he was questioned since 1:30 this afternoon, and during the questioning, he was asked about the land scam case. Apart from land scam case, he was also asked about the illegal mining and the coal scam case also. But what sources are saying that when he was questioned regarding these scams, he was unable to defend himself. He was unable to give satisfactory answers to the ED officials, and that is why, based on the documentary evidence which they have collected during the course of investigation, they have decided to arrest Hemant Soren. But even at this point of time, officially he is still being questioned, Preeti. That is what we can confirm. But sources are saying that, he will be arrested because there are huge amount of evidence against Hemant Soren, and that is why there is a meeting also which is going on in the national capital of top ED officials at this point of time.
All right, there are lots of implications to that as well. Now, who will be the next Chief Minister of Jharkhand? Because once again, viewers, let's not miss this point. This is historic. This is history in the making. For the first time, a sitting Chief Minister of a state will be arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. Earlier on, there have been occasions where Chief Ministers were arrested, but they did step down before that arrest. So this is history in the making in that respect. Who will take over as the next Chief Minister? Word has it could very well be Kalpana Soren, Hemant Soren's wife. You're going to get back to that with Anupam. But Shreya, with what Munish is telling us right now, the final hour of questioning at play, in all probability, we are going to be seeing an arrest being made. And the visuals around you right now, around the Chief Minister's residence, seem to suggest the same. Section 144 of the CRPC implemented of 100-meter diameter around the Chief Minister's residence. There's a huge security beef-up which has been called by the Enforcement Directorate. They've asked for extra forces. What are you witnessing around you in terms of security, bolstering movement that seems to suggest that an arrest is imminent?
Well, Preeti, the visuals are screaming about an imminent arrest, and that's been happening since the day was proceeding when the Enforcement Directorate team appeared at the residence of the Jharkhand Chief Minister, which is the Kake Road. Now, I'll ask my cameraman to just give you the visuals over here. You can understand that this entire stretch has been cordoned off, which is why there is no vehicular movement, and all the senior authorities, including the DGP, the IG, the DC, the commissioner, everyone is right now inside. There were also time and again announcements being made to ensure that people do not break the section 144 that is in place. We also do understand that the possible question that comes to the mind of people, that whether someone of the position of a sitting chief minister who is in a very powerful place can be arrested. But what we do know, that the Article 361 of the Constitution only grants such immunity to the presidents and the governor of the country from a civil or a criminal arrest. But apart from that, we do not see any immunity being enjoyed by the sitting chief ministers as well. So ED has to prove that he was evasive, he is in possibility of hostiling the witnesses in the case, and he will probably destroy evidence. So three things that the ED will have to prove. One, we already know that when they went ahead and carried out that searches in the Delhi residence of the Enforcement Directorate, they already source-based information shared that Hemant Soren is missing. That proves that he was evasive. So ED sorts of has a case for the court, and they have incriminating evidence is what they are suggesting so far as his links to Benami properties in the land deal is concerned. That is in itself, also an additional proof, as well as the visuals that are speaking, that we will in the time to come see Hemant Soren being arrested by the Enforcement Directorate.
All right, so there, my colleague Shreya Chatterjee right now standing outside the Chief Minister's residence, and, in terms of if visuals could speak, like she's just suggested, it seems an arrest is imminent. Our sources, Munish, as he told you, within the ED, have elucidated to us that yes, it's the final round of questioning, but the ED is not happy with the answers that Hemant Soren has given pertaining to the land scam. This particular summon, though the ED viewers is investigating the Chief Minister of Jharkhand in 3 separate cases, but this particular summon came in where the land mafia or the land scam is concerned. And if an arrest is made, then at least on paper, that arrest will be pertaining to the land scam, where Hemant Soren's role comes into question. Having said that, in midst of all of this, in midst of these dramatic visuals that we are seeing right outside the Chief Minister's residence, all our sources are telling us that an arrest is imminent. Hemant Soren, under PMLA, will be taken in custody by the Enforcement Directorate, and with the PMLA involved, viewers, you can well understand that the charges are grave and serious, and Mr. Soren is in trouble. But is his government in trouble? That's the big question that needs to be answered.